We've allocated US $1.5 billion of funding.
From a banking standpoint, what factors make Singapore such a strong base for innovation?
Robust infrastructure, not just the physical as well as digital aspects, but also the legal infrastructure here that offers strong IP protections to many of these tech startup companies. Also, very progressive and supportive government policy, including funding for startups, including risk-sharing programs that promote commercial lending into this space, and also talent programs that encourages talent to come here to support the startup economy, and also regulatory sandboxes that encourage experimentation. I think the third and final area that makes Singapore attractive is really a strategic position at the heart of ASEAN, which gives companies access and a gateway into over 600 million consumers who are relatively young, who are relatively tech-savvy. Singapore has really built a thriving ecosystem that brings together government as well as investors and entrepreneurs working in partnership that enables, I think, ideas, talent and capital to converge here and scale. So we're really excited about supporting this ecosystem, especially because Singapore is a key priority market for HSBC.
How is HSBC planning to deepen its support for startups, scale-up and venture-backed firms across the region?
At HSBC, we feel this is a really important time to be supporting the innovation economy. Building up its innovation ecosystem here is a key government ambition and agenda that we are very much aligned to support. Recently, we've launched innovation banking in Singapore. So innovation banking is a global proposition. Singapore is the 10th market that we're launching this globally. And the other markets all represent key innovation hubs that we have around the world, right? So this covers everything from the US to the UK, China, Israel, India, Australia. And as a global proposition, it is really geared towards supporting VC-backed, founder-led, early-stage, high-growth companies with the necessary capital and expertise to scale and grow. And in terms of expertise, beyond supporting them with our network of over 50 countries, we are able to now connect these 10 innovation hubs, with Singapore being the latest one, so that many of these startup companies in Singapore have access to investors, to ideas, and to capital across these 10 hubs. From a capital perspective, we've allocated US $1.5 billion of funding specifically to support innovation banking clients in Singapore. And this really cuts across multiple sectors. I don't think we are sector specific in how we think about it. It's really thinking about it as a broader innovation ecosystem that we want to support and enable.
What key initiative has HSBC rolled out in Singapore to help the new economy clients to scale?
As part of the broader launch of innovation banking in Singapore, we have introduced a number of new capabilities and propositions to support innovation banking clients here. The first one I want to highlight is coverage. So now within the innovation banking team in Singapore, we have an integrated coverage team that covers not just the companies, but also the investors, fintechs, all within a single integrated team. That allows us to be able to connect the broader ecosystem between investors and entrepreneurs. The second aspect is credit. So we appreciate that it is very important for early stage companies to be able to access the capital in order to grow. And so we've introduced customized credit solutions which are geared towards supporting these early stage companies with everything from venture debt through to platform financing solutions to give them the sort of capital to scale. I think the third aspect is we also appreciate that early stage companies also require support from a transactional banking perspective. And this is where we worked with our partners in global payment solutions to come up with solutions that are digitally focused, which also provide, I think, working capital management solutions to help these companies optimize their working capital, and also to come up with a service proposition around the transactional banking needs, which are focused on speed. Because we appreciate that early stage startup companies move fast, and we want to be able to move fast with them. The last piece is that we think about the needs of entrepreneurs holistically, and we want to bring the whole of HSBC to them. And so we've also partnered with our private banking business to provide wealth management solutions to support entrepreneurs not just on their business needs, but also their personal finance needs. We think this is truly something that's unique in the Singapore market that HSBC is able to provide, and therefore support the growth of the innovation economy here.